somebody become a Muslim. Okay, all you have to do, there is no true God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. I mean, say that with conviction, folks, and the next thing you know, you're strapping on a suicide bomb.
The abortionists and the feminists and the gays and the lesbians, I point the finger in their face and say, you helped this happen.
Rush Limbaugh, the Excellence in Broadcasting Network, and George W. Bush, welcome to the program. So nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Rush. It's an honor to talk to you.
God bless our president.
They should put dynamite in their behinds and drop them from 35,000 feet. The whole pack of scum out of that jail. Howardine is a mean, nasty SOB.
What you have to do is defend the United States of America, and that enrages
The left is scared to death of God.
Lies about the American right, Democratic Party traitor.
The liberal media him in a mass grave killer.
Nothing the enemy can
I
do.
think you're the
separate.
They think Bush is a believer.
You have a fair law.
They have
Ohio,
Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
Civil rights are fighting for homosexual marriage, you morons, and fighting for perversion, you idiots.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we live in a nation divided unlike any day in our lives. More than 50% of America did not vote for the sitting president, and those people have cried out for entertainment on the radio. Our mission is to empower America's radio listeners and to make them shove back at the satanic forces of night that are jamming the spew every day down the throats of innocent America. We will accomplish it with distribution, with power, with money, but most importantly, we will accomplish it with talent. Talent is the weapon that will allow us to stop these satanic forces of the night.
Go, guys.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go.
Hey,
Sure. All right, where do I? In here? You're right, I think. Bad. Can we get in? Thank you. Where does this plug in? Well, when are we going? 12?
25, 24, 26.
Okay.
20 seconds.
And then, so the music up, and then we'll come out.
You got 10 seconds.
Who's coming out of the music?
You do. You just say, I'm Al Franken,
Yes,
it's the Franken Factor. I say, and I'm Catherine Lanford. Today, in the headlines, Condoleezza Rice will return to the 9/11 panel, but not for public.
Oh, I thought we were going to open with... Okay. Let's just make sure we get...
Go.
They're afraid of the truth, folks. They're smearing Richard Clark because they're afraid of the truth. Today, we've got Tom Martins, a former Bush official who is disgusted at how the White House is lying about Richard Clark. Great show today. We tell the truth, and we don't just recite the truth. That wouldn't be entertaining. We use it as a basis for scorn and ridicule, and that's the truth. All today on The Factor.
It's about time that we did this. You know, as I was writing my book, Lies and Lying Liars Tell Them, A Fair and Balanced Look at the Right, I was getting angrier and angrier, and at a certain point said, well, what are you going to do about it? And I felt like this was the most effective use of my time and energies and talent. They captured the market early. Rush did it, then Russian imitators did it, and then the whole terrain became sort of right-wing, and so by very definition, to do a show like mine, you'd have to appear between two right-wing guys.
This is a full-blown, full-throttle shock and awe war of words, ideas. This is the battleground for the next election and for the next administration, whoever wins.
They've managed to con about 50% of the populace into voting against their best interests for the last 30 years. They've managed to swindle people into thinking there's such a thing as a pro-life, pro-war, pro-gun, pro-death penalty Christian.
I mean, this is ambitious. And if we succeed, we'll succeed, you know, fabulously. But if we fail, at least we'll fail spectacularly. Somebody gonna answer that?
Yep, I am.
It's never been done before, so there's no roadmap.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here.
All right, I got you.
There was nothing here 4 months ago.
Well, it hasn't been tested.
There was a bunch of guys who got together and raised some money and said, let's do this. And it's a learning process.
Liz claims she doesn't have any better.
Who says I have any better?
And we're trying to do so much so fast. I mean, you're operating radio stations across America in the biggest markets. You're creating programming from scratch. You're bringing talent together. This is a startup. It goes vertical like from day one. There's no ramp up. There's no way to kind of say, oh, well, it kind of goes like this and you do this. You know, this thing went, right?
We have 2 writers assigned to us every day from like 4 to 9.
Great.
Who are the writers? Who are we going to have on our shift?
It's going to be an ever-changing thing.
Oh, okay.
But at least we have 2.
Okay, great, great.
I'm just happy about that.
I'm not nervous only because, you know, both Sam and I are so passionate about this. We spend so much time talking about these issues anyway, and had for a couple of years always wished that we had a talk radio show. And now we finally have one. But if I'm not good at this, I don't want to be here being a kind of a drag on the station. I would want them to be honest with me and say, look, we thought this was going to work out, and it's just not working out, so we're going to have to replace you. That's totally fine.
I have to say that I almost totally agree with Janine. I would want them not to be honest with me. I'd want them to come to me and say, Sam, you're very ill.
I mean, I had some, like, really serious crap. I had a chin implant, I had a nose job, I had my ears pinned back, I had a brow lift. You'll see it when you get up here.
Oh, okay.
There's big holes in my head, and they need to be sewn up. Because I had it done with the screws, you know, where they put the screws? Yeah, and it causes hair loss, but nobody tells you that. I had a radio show in Florida for 15 years. And they used to call me the Michael Jackson of radio. My plastic surgeon had a long talk with me about symmetry, and that's why it wasn't beautiful, and no one could make you symmetrical, he told me. And I was like, okay, here's 17,000, do what you can. Okay, let's just do something really good here. Nobody wants to listen to liberals. Every time I go on against a conservative, they go, nobody wants, that's, you know, because I scream. You know, I'm Jewish, and I'm from New York, and I scream. And they go, nobody wants to listen to you. And I'll pull out my numbers. I'll go, I'm number 1. I'm number 112 plus I'm number 2, 2554, which is the big money demo. What's Sean Hannity, John? 18?
17th.
17th place, you know, and everybody's going, you're going to compete against Sean Hannity? I go, yes, I can't wait. Sean Hannity's 17 now. When I'm done, he's going to be 25. You know, no one wants to hear him. Time for them to get off and for us to get on, and we'll be on a week from Wednesday. So have fun.
What I really like about this process is that everybody gets involved. Doesn't matter if you're a writer or a lawyer or something else. In fact, even our IT guy got into the act. This is all about us participating in the business.
Which is the understatement of the year.
Evan and I knew each other in college. Known each other for 15 years. I introduced him to the deal. The thing that I needed you to sign, the one line I needed you to sign, was just each of us directors having to sign that we are who we are. All right, done. Next. Mark Maron.
Just change the term
to what? Should it just be a 3-year term?
But if the ratings are weak after 20, there's got to be some. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing him 3 years of employment based on the fact that we think he might be a good talk show host.
Let's talk about George Bush first. I think George Bush is absolutely the right president to oversee the end of the world. I think he'll do it quickly, efficiently, and with a clarity and resolve that makes me uncomfortable. he could end the world. He's got that weird mixture of born-again Christian and stupid that some people mistake for courage and focus. And I think that's why the Christians are so pro-Bush. The Christian right is pro-Bush, not because he's a moral man, it's because he might end the world and they're ready to go. It's in the book. He's our guy.
When I heard that Air America was happening, I said, this sounds like something I should be doing. I've always spoken my mind. I've always been somewhat of a, reactionary person. Not always for the right reason. General, just authority problems. But, if you focus those, it looks a lot like, ideological revolution.
You want to get started and we'll go upstairs?
Let's just go.
We can just go.
Gary Gilmore said, let's do this. I'm going to have plenty of Dunkin' Donuts coffee at all times. It's literally, they put crack in it, I swear to God. And I'm not pro-crack, but I'm pro-crack in my coffee. There's nothing wrong with being pro-crack.
So the idea is, for instance, you've got these 3 stories here. So I want to see if we can do a couple things there. One is, at the start of each one, we can't assume that people know the story.
I don't know how it works. I barely, you know what I mean?
There is no how it works. It's how you want it and how it works for you.
Right, but I'm hoping that we'll have, computers will be online.
Yes.
We can have the story in front of us as opposed to sort of like, oh, wait, where are we?
You guys just want to riff on what you have?
No, we'll riff on what we have.
Do you want to take a moment?
I'll start. I don't care. I've done this before. This is easy stuff. 2 8-year-olds and an 11-year-old arrested. Brought a loaded handgun into a sandbox. When do 8-year-olds play in sandboxes? Isn't that a little... Well, that's a real question. When do they play with guns, I think, is the real issue. But I understand, yeah. Dude. I'm telling you. And it was a knife, too. They were going to stab her.
You feel like what?
I just feel like I should have... I just feel like, I don't feel prepared, man. I just I feel like I'm blasted into the ether for nothing, I don't know what the hell this is, proving right now.
Well, it's not proving, it's not proving anything.
I know, it's just I got a stack of stuff,
right.
A million things. I got jokes on nothing. I've been up there a half hour. I'm just going to, ramble on about this?
That's why I said, let me know when you guys feel ready.
Yeah, but I'm not ready. On any other day, we'd have 2 hours. I just don't know what the point of this shit is after a certain thing.
The idea is that we'll wait till you are ready, and then we'll do it.
If it's just him and I, talking, that's, I think that's great. I had a good time yesterday, and this is going to be a good time too. But these are the kind of things we should be trying jokes on.
We're just trying shit out, so there's no, oh, it's bad. You know what I mean?
No, I know that. I know that. It's just I have expectations of myself. It's not about, whatever you're doing or whatever he's doing. That's it.
Then fucking drop them right now, because right now, this is for me.
Sorry, man.
Okay, PR. Let's talk about what the creative, what the strategy is.
We're saying some things that people out there are thinking, but there hasn't been a forum for that yet.
So if you want to all be on the same page at the end of every contact, what is that message?
What was the words in the bottom of the invite?
Entertaining talk radio like you've never heard before.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Very nice.
We're here to make money. We're here to sell as much radio as we can.
Would you describe your politics as liberal?
Yeah, liberal as opposed to being black in America. I think radical.
We're just going to start fighting, and we're going to give you a show you've never seen before.
Liberals have derided talk radio as the recreational choice of morons, racists, and tobacco chewers. Isn't the medium itself, sort of beneath you?
No, that's just right-wing radio.
He looks great. You make it a little flatter.
All right, kill him.
I think I have a borderline personality disorder. Do you feel that? No.
You have nice skin.
Very nice,
Hands?
Okay.
We would rather use this one than that one.